Many Americans are dealing with mounting debt, and according to a study by NerdWallet, it's only getting worse. U.S. households combined have $904 billion in credit card debt. That's about $15,654 per household. But some experts say there is a way to keep debt in check for the holiday and your new year. Kimberly Palmer is a personal finance expert and writer for NerdWallet, and she joins me now. So, Kimberly, break down these numbers for us. You hear $904 billion in debt. That sounds like a lot.
It's a lot, and it really comes down to a lot of Americans are spending more than they can afford. So part of that is purchases that aren't necessarily needed, so people spending things that they want but that they can't afford. Then the other piece of it is spending on necessary purchases like food and housing and using credit cards to bridge the gap.
So we know people that spend with credit cards accrue interest on these credit cards. How much is that impacting that overall debt number?
It's big. So on average, people who are carrying credit card debt are paying around $900 a year in interest. So that's a really significant sum.
$900 a year in interest.
Yeah,
wow.
So it's putting a strain on a lot of households.
It's a lot of, a lot of money coming out of the family budget. Well, let's talk about a lighter topic. You've got the holidays coming up. A lot of people turned out for those Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. But, you know, if you're a last-minute shopper like me, how late can you go into the stores and actually get yourself a good deal?
Well, it's definitely not too late. And actually, for some items, like kids' toys, for example, the prices keep dropping as we get closer. So you can actually wait and still get a really good deal. You want to really focus on the items that you want and then track those prices and then make the purchase when the prices go down.
And so what are some ways that people can stick to an actual budget when they go shopping?
Well, it's not easy. I mean, the first step is really to write down the people you want to buy gifts for, write down the items, and then don't buy double. Once you make one purchase for the person you want to give the gift to, you know, cross it off and move on to the next.
So tempting, though, Kimberly. Okay, yes, I know. You're right, though. You're right. So just one present per person. Stick to it. Have that discipline.
That's the key. You really have to stick to it, and it's not easy.
All right. Well, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. I know that some people want to get their finances in order in the new year. How do people set and stick to their goals, because we all have such sort of high hopes going into a new year?
We do. So a really good first step is to think back on the last year, what mistakes you've made, what you want to do differently. And then when you're thinking about your goals for the upcoming year, break it into smaller steps. So for example, if you want to make a big purchase, that can feel very overwhelming, like buying a house. But if you take a smaller step, like open a savings account and then put more and more into it, then that can be a way to make progress toward your goal.
All right. Good advice. Kimberly Palmer of NerdWallet. Thank you so much, Kimberly.